Four things every college student should know, and these are the students who are highly motivated and unmotivated at the same time. Coming from a psychology student, and also because I have a 9.85 CGPA. I look disheveled because I just took a bath. I am clean. I am giving you real advice, and I've got a notebook, so you better take notes. Number one, opportunities won't be handed to you on a platter. I know, you guys have heard this multiple times, but it is true. You won't get people coming up to you telling, hey, do you want to participate in this? No, you have to go out. Get yourself out of your classroom, of your department, interact with people. That's the only way you are getting opportunities. Take ownership, take onus of things that you want to do. If you want to build, let's say, an event, you want to work in an event, find out people who are interested in that event, go speak to them and see if the college is already hosting some things as such and take part in it. That is literally what it is. It's the only way you will have that college experience. Otherwise, you will be FOMOing out the entire time. Second, scholarship is an investment. I stand by this. The day I found out you can be paid back for putting the amount of effort that you put into your studies. It's exactly what they say, like that high risk, high return thing, but you're actually not taking any risk here because you're studying for a better future. By studying, I don't just mean your college syllabus. I mean gaining technical skills, gaining soft skills, gaining human related skills. Okay, please learn how to communicate. Also, how you implement your college syllabus in the outside world. Number 3, eat fruits. Please. And I know there are people who hate fruits. Okay, look at this from the perspective of a skincare girly. Skincare girlies are high maintenance so that they can be low maintenance. They take really good care of their skin, their body, their gut, their hair, so that later on, while applying additional products to enhance that, they don't need to spend much on that. I know how you are hustling for that degree, you are hustling for that GPA. What's your GPA? Oh my god. Literally go to your canteen, ask, Anna, do you sell fresh fruits? Get fruits from your home. Get whole fruits like bananas, oranges, where there is a peel, there is a protective layer. Apples is good for your gut, good for your health, and you wouldn't have to worry about falling sick during your midterm exams that are like half your grade. And last but not the least, you have to be inherently smart. And by that I mean not like internal knowledge or anything. Have a basic idea of what you're going ahead and studying. I'll tell you how the brain works, alright? You have neurons, okay? They're connecting. Now, there is this weak neuron link, okay? And they're like, okay, they don't do, there is, the link between them is kind of weak, okay? It's kind of like, that is what happens when you are first learning that thing. If that first learning thing happens in the middle of the class where you're already drowsy or you haven't slept the previous day, nothing is gonna get into your head. If you have a previous reading of the topic, I'm not telling you to like study the entire night, read it back and forth, know it like the back of your head. Just light reading, glance through it, and your brain has already made a new link. I know it's like very flimsy. Neurons have made a new connection. And now the next day when you go to study in that same class and the teacher explains you the concept, your neurons are strengthening. That link is becoming stronger, right? And the more you revise it, the more you learn more about it, the more you pre-revise the things, it will keep getting stronger. It will keep oh my god, I should stop doing that. Do you get that? Do you get it? Do you get what I mean? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's it. Bye.